When I quote somebody, I quote how they lived, what they were about, their childhood, their parents. I bring that all into what they said and what they did and how they lived. And there's a lot about Charles Darwin, and there's probably a lot more. Well, I read for days, and digested it, and went back and read again, and digested it, went back and read again, and digested that, and came up with this. I'm not a very good reader. I know that. I'm just very impressed with the objective position the man took and how he really tried to prove Christianity. That's what I see him doing. And when I say Christianity, this whole biblical bunk. He was he was a devout Christian in so many ways. It's not even funny. And his family was the more. But, you know how many different sects there are in Christianity? Do you? I think there's more sects in Christianity not in church or in the name of churches that call themselves this and that and the other, and they're nothing but absolute Christian sects. And they live in sectarian history. Was Jesus the first Christian? Hardly. And I don't think Jesus was a Christian, to tell the truth. I think the Christians tried to make him one, and he wasn't. I think Peter was a Christian. I do. I don't know how many of the apostles really were. I don't think Judas was. I think Judas was whatever the hell Jesus was. He was staring at something else that Christians are afraid of. Curiosity. He was living way beyond faith. Big time. Faith doesn't give humans that kind of gumption to face themselves that way, to mature that way. Jesus represents maturity, human maturity. And I think it's because of the challenge of Judea more than anything. It's Rome that caused Jesus to develop that way. Not the Bible, not even his genetics, even though I think they had something to do with it. What are genetics without a challenge? Do genetics work without a challenge? Do they? Now, it depends on how those genetics are challenged. It's how they work and how abstract that challenge is. And in this case, I think Judea and Rome was extremely abstract and very mature about how they challenged people. And I don't care what they want to tell you, Rome was a backed up society. Yes, it was. And not a bad society at all. You did as Rome. You lived like a Roman in Rome. They liked you. They appreciated you. They hassle you. They threw hypocrites in the lion's den. Rome was trying to get above it. How about here? The United States try to get above hypocrisy? It's a wonderful nation. It really cares about its hypocrisy. You think it doesn't? It does. There's staffs of people here behind the scenes that do care very much about hypocrisy. Yes, they do. They're very genuine people, and they care. Yes, they do. Now, it's so easy to get disappointed in living, and I'm always disappointed the day I die. You know that. I found some very sweet, genuine people employed in staffs and government here, enough to make me weep and eat crow. That's why I said I missed my life, because I didn't realize that as a child at all. Nope. I was around medical staff that ain't. Tell you that. My introduction to government staff was medical, and believe me, it gave me a jaded image of things. Very jaded. Well, at school teachers, again, I'm pretty hard on them. Only a lot of them were very hard on me. Not all of them. Only when I was very young, there's some school teacher really roughed me up. Good. They sure did. Too many of them. Pushed me around pretty brutal. I've had, when I remember all the experiences and the way I've been handled, of course, I'm plenty sweet about the whole thing. Still, that classroom, as far as I'm concerned, there's people being gouged to death in there and nothing getting done about it. And believe me, that classroom is like it just eats them. And constantly, yes it does. It's constantly chewing on those kids. Test the kids. Teeth! Testing the kids to children is teeth eating. Horrible. That's a shitty way of doing things, teacher. What a way to get recognition. A test on the children.